Matthew Billick, please. Matthew Billick, you want to stand right there, ma'am? Ma'am, you want to stand right at that, right there, okay. No driver's license, failure to register a vehicle, failure to provide proof of insurance. Count 4 and 5 are traffic warrants for you. 4 is a $500 warrant, failure to show up in court or license suspended. And count 5 is out of Pinellas County for failure to appear at a traffic case for no driver's license. So the court finds probable cause to each and every count. Ma'am, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand out. Tell us your name.
Nelly Nestorova.
What is it?
Nelly Nestorova.
Okay, ma'am. Nice to meet you. How do you know Mr. Billick?
He's my boyfriend.
Is he? How long have you known him?
A year and a half.
Okay. Does he work right now, ma'am?
Yes.
What type of work does he do?
He's a mechanic.
Is he? Okay. It looks like he doesn't have a driver's license.
Yeah, we've been trying to fix that problem. We just don't have the money for it.
Yeah, I know. Let me look here. So I guess he was in a traffic crash this time, an accident.
Yeah, when he called me, he said that he was sitting at the parking lot of Walgreens.
You know what your conversation should be with him now? Stop driving.
Yeah.
You know, no license, just stop driving.
Yeah, we're trying to
Don't
get
try to fix it and keep driving. Just stop driving until it gets fixed. That'd be my advice. But
True.
Okay, so I'm gonna let him bond out today.
Judge?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just having a conversation with Mr. Billick about count 4. I explained to him the 3 strikes rule in the state of Florida, et cetera. In light of the number of charges, and I was wondering if the court would go ahead and resolve counts 1 through 4. Count 1 and 2, dismiss counts 1 and 4, dismiss counts 2 and 3. Let him get on to Pinellas to deal with that or bond out on it, if the court would consider that.
Well, today.
I think, and just.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, if the court's inclined to, is a TC.
Oh, is it? No.
Failure to register TC.
Let me look here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him bond out. Count 125, count 4, 500, count 3. I believe count 3 is a purge amount. I think that's just a purge amount for. I don't know. I'm not sure what count 3 is, but it's $213, all right? So, ma'am, if you want to bond him out, his total bond today is going to be $750, something like that, all right?
Okay.
Okay?
Where do I pay that?
Well, you could go to the jail right next door. Do you know how to get there?
Yeah.
Just out the door to the right, go down the block, take a right, all right?
All right, thank you.
Good luck. Here we go. Zakria Gary.
You all right?
Main jail judge, if you'd like to resolve if possible.
Ma'am, paraphernalia and trespassing. You want to plead no contest. Your case is over with. You're out of jail today. You're not going to have a trial. Wrapped up right now. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead, ma'am?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, all right? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
How about Angelica Rous?
North Broward, Your Honor.
Ms.
Come on,
Rous?
Angelica.
All right, Ms. Rous, you've been charged with possession of a controlled substance, possession of cannabis, and you have a warrant for not showing up on a trespassing case from last year. Now, state quick
Yes,
funds
Judge.
probable cause. Do you have a record?
Only other thing I see as far as Broward is a prostitution 2013.
Okay. Ms. Rous, do you are you currently employed?
No, sir.
Do you have family here in town?
Yes, sir.
Who do you have?
My mom and my dad and my grandma.
Do you have any children?
No.
Ma'am, when was the last time you were employed?
I've never had a job, sir. I was getting paid to go to school from DCS.
Okay. Well, all right, ma'am. Do you have any money in the bank?
No.
No? Okay. I'm gonna let your bond stay at $1,000 on count 1, 500 on count 3, and it's based on your failure to show up on count 3 that gives the court concern about your willingness to show up on count 1. That's why your bond's $1,000. Ma'am, would you like me to put you in the drug program in the jail if you don't bond out?
Sir.
No? Okay, ma'am.
Because well, thank you.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, may I see Louis Marcato, Robert Ray, Mada Jones?
Judge, this is Mr. Marcato. He's interested in resolving this case if the court is so inclined.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Marcato. Sir, drug paraphernalia, loitering or prowling. Court finds probable cause. And, see, does this gentleman have any criminal record?
One moment, Judge. Okay. Out of New Jersey, 2003, he was convicted of burglary. He was in 02 convicted of burglary. In 2001, criminal trespass, theft of movable property.
Mr. Miller, I'm not gonna resolve this case. He's got 2 prior burglaries, a trespass and a theft out in New Jersey. And now, in the early morning hours, he's allegedly wearing a hoodie, pulling on someone's door handle of their home, and running away. So,
Judge, those New Jersey charges are more than a decade old, though.
I realize that, sir.
He also-
Would you like to tell me about your client and his ability to post bond?
I didn't interview him if you wish to.
Okay. Mr. Marcato, how long have you lived down here in South Florida, sir?
A year and a half.
And are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
What type of work is that?
I'm a bar back.
All right, do you have any money in the bank?
At the moment, no. And I was drunk. I fell
Right.
over somebody's room.
Right,
Oh.
right. I understand, sir. Do you have any family down here in South Florida?
Possibly one or two.
Okay,
And
so I'm going to set your
Your
bond.
Honor,
Go ahead.
just to advise you, individual has a pending, is currently seeking, has a temporary injunction order of protection against Mr. Marcato from December of last year.
Sir, count one's 100. Count two, the court's going to set your bond at $1,000. Total bond's $1,100. Based on your 2 prior burglaries out of New Jersey and the facts of this case, the court's concerned with the safety of the community. You can bond out of jail.
And Your Honor, I would just ask if you could order no return to the
No return
address
to
on Fifth Avenue.
735 Northeast 5th Avenue, number 3 in Fort Lauderdale.
Thank you, Judge.
Robert Ray. Petty theft. Sir, court finds probable cause.
Robert Ray.
Steve, do we have a criminal record on this gentleman?
One moment, Your Honor.
Sir, how long have you been down here from Alabama?
Mr. Ray's been here for about 3 months. I'm going to ask the court to consider resolving the case or to release him on his own recognizance. If you notice on the probable cause affidavit, the law enforcement officer considered giving him a notice to appear, but declined to do that because he allegedly has no ties to the community. Mr. Ray lives at the Broward Outreach Center. He does have a separate mailing address where he receives mail, and he's got a job lined up in a week or so. So I'd ask the court, if you're not inclined to resolve the case, just to release him on his own recognizance.
Your Honor, he has priors. They are a bit dated. Uttering, it's out of Virginia, uttering 04. One moment, Judge. Out of Georgia. One moment, I'm sorry, Judge. Issues, bad checks, deposit accounts. That was in the 90s, Judge. I don't even,
Got it.
I'm not really concerned about that.
All right, sir. If you'd like to plead no contest, Mr. Ray, the case will be over with today. You're not allowed to return to Publix. You can't go back to Publix. Is that clear?
That's perfect.
And do you have any, do you understand you plead no contest, case is over with, you're not going to have a trial, you're not going to have your day in court? Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Accept out or withhold adjudication.
Thank you, Judge.
How about Mada Jones?
Main jail.
Possession of cannabis and traffic. Count one is, we see count two is no suspended deal. So I'm going to let you bond out. Count one's 100, count two's 500. Thank you. You see Alexander Hter, I'm not sure how to say that, Huetter. Omar Payr, Jeffrey Stiller. Mr. I think it's Hter. Sir, trespassing. Court finds probable cause. State, do we have a criminal record on Hter?
Yes.
He's also been known as Joseph Cassini in the past. Been known as Alexander Hewitt and Alexander Hter. And it was extremely intoxicated. Seabreeze Boulevard, harassing the people at the hotel. Go
Just on state charges,
ahead. Right.
he's had between early 2014 and now 9 other trespasses before this one.
To now? Right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Got it.
He's gone to prison before an 06 felony DUI, VOP 54 month state prison.
All right. Sir, are you employed, Mr. Hter?
I collect on what do you call Social Security,
Do you have
sir?
any money in the bank?
No, not really.
Do you have family down here in South Florida?
Yes, sir. I've been here 60 years.
All right. Do you have any money in the bank?
I only have like a few $100s.
So I'm going to say you bond at $250. You have 9 trespasses since 2014. Prior felony DUI. Please do not return to 801 Seabreeze Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. Thank you. How about Omar Payr? Omar Payr, please step forward. Mr. Payr, you've been charged with exposing your sex organs in public.
He's probably, can I be in, is he in North?
Judge, we need to put him on recall.
To see Jeffrey Stiller. Mr. Stiller, disorderly intoxication, trespassing. Court finds probable cause allegedly at a Shell gas station, begging for money, intoxicated, asked several times to leave and would not do so. State, do we have a criminal record on Mr. Stiller?
Out of North Carolina, resisting an officer from, looks like November of last year.
Okay.
Trespass, 2014. Disorderly intoxication, 03. Aggravated assault, this is in the late 70s.
All right.
Got sentenced to 10 years confinement.
Mr. Stiller, would you like to resolve your case today, sir?
Not really, sir. I just started my detox medication, and I'd rather just stay. I'd rather just do time and stay here, please.
Judge, we would just ask the court to leave the bond as currently set.
I'm going to set your bond at $100 on count 1, count 2, ROR, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset him for Friday PM, and then we'll do a status at that time, all right? Thank you, sir. Oops.
Payr is here, Judge.
Who do you have?
Payr. Yeah.
Okay.
Omar Payr, please. Front and
Mr.
center.
Payr, you've been charged with exposing yourself in public, resisting arrest without violence, obstruction of a highway. The court finds probable cause. Steve, do we, I know Mr. Payr's been through before. Tell me when.
Just on state charges, he had an assault he pled out last year, resisting without violence last year, resisting without violence last year, trespass 2014, trespass 2014, theft 2011, battery 08, DUI 06. Unlawful use of false name ID 07. And then you got to go back into the late 90s.
And then put there have been municipal ordinance cases along
I
the way.
suspect his last arrest appears he hasn't been arrested since June of last year.
Okay, Mr. Miller, anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Payret?
Judge, I didn't get a chance to talk to him. If you wish to inquire, I have no
Payret, are
objection.
you
I do.
currently employed?
I am.
What type of work do you do?
Custom marble and granite.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No.
How long have you lived down here in South Florida?
My entire life.
Okay, do you have family down here?
No.
Do you have any money available to bond out with?
I do not.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna set your bond on count 1 at $250. Count 2, the court's gonna set that bond at $250, and count 3 at $100. Your total bond's $600 today. Based on the facts of the case, allegedly exposing yourself during traffic while people going by, your bond's $600. And I do note, sir, you have an assault, two resisting arrests last year, trespassing, theft in the past, battery in the past, so you can bond out. Thank you.
Judge, in an abundance of caution, can we get a mental health screen for Mr.
Sure, I'll order
Payr?
that. Thank you. Todd Warren, Theodis Presme, Chad Gossier.
Todd Warren is Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Todd Warren, Paul Ryan. Mr. Warren, good morning, sir. You've been charged with burglary of a dwelling, count 6. Count 7 is grand theft. Court finds probable cause. Allegedly, the defendant admitted to this. State, do we have a criminal?
Well, he's being held up right now in 2 other burg dwellings with $25,000 bonds each, a burglary conveyance with a $2,500 bond, and
Sir, the court's just going to go ahead. You have high bonds on other things. I'm just going to set count 6 at $5,000 and count 7 at $1,000. All right? Thank you. How about Theodis Presme?
looks like a mid reset.
Med reset.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to reset this for Wednesday PM. Mr. Presme. How about Chad Gossier?
Main jail.
Mr. Gossier, good morning, sir. You've been charged with theft. It says your third or subsequent offense. I'm going to find out, but I find probable cause for theft. Steve, does this gentleman have a record of theft?
One moment, Your Honor. Okay, he has.
Deputy Gibbons, can you see if the price is still in the film?
One moment, Judge.
Thank you.
My bad. Didn't even mean to be efficient.
Your Honor, I see all I see is a grand theft in 96. However, for bond purposes, I would advise the court that Mr. Gosi is currently out right now on an aggravated assault, domestic violence, and a battery. Additionally, in 2010, he was, one moment, I'm sorry,
What's the open case for?
domestic violence, aggravated assault, and battery. In 2008, he was convicted on a federal charge felon possession of a firearm.
What year was that?
2008.
Okay.
Possession of cocaine, 2010. Possession of firearm by a convicted felon in 97. Attempted strong arm robbery in 96.
Okay,
Possession of firearm.
that's good. Mr. Miller, anything you want to say? I just soon let him bond and not revoke the bond, let him go deal with that, all right?
Thank you, Judge.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set your bond at $750 based on your criminal record, the facts of the case. And I do know you have an open domestic battery case I'm not gonna deal with today. I'm not gonna address it. I'm gonna leave that up to your trial judge, all right?
And Your Honor, just a record is not treating the state informing you of the pending case as a formal motion.
I'm not even considering.
Thank you.
All right? Thank you. I see Reginal Harris.
Judge, I'm sorry. For Mr. Gozier, can we get a mental health screen
Sure.
in case he's unable to bond out?
We'll do that, okay? Reginal Harris, Jesse Retrip, and Anthony Bernett.
This is Mr. Harris.
Okay, Reginald Harris, petty theft, resisting arrest, and probation violation.
Mr. Harris is currently on pre-trial for case
1 of these already represents count 3 on here.
Correct, but he's on pre-trial and probation, so
Got
we're
it.
gonna ask the court to revoke his pre-trial.
So today, your bond on count 1 is going to be $100. Count 3, you're going to be held without bond on a violation of probation. Court's also going to revoke the pretrial release on that. And then also, on a robbery by sudden snatching. You're going to be held without bond on that. Also, 14-2041, CF10, that's a no bond hold. Pretrial's revoked. Thank you.
That's Joe bring it to Cindy.
How about Jesse Redrip?
Bonded.
How about Anthony Bernett?
Judge, this is Mr. Bernett. We'll be seeking pretrial with Bart for him.
Okay, Mr. Burnett, possession of cocaine, court finds probable cause. Do we have a criminal record on Burnett?
Yes, Judge. His record includes. One moment. 2011 possession of cocaine, 2010 possession of cocaine, resisting without violence, 09 DUI with an enhanced breath with the violation of probation. He's got criminal mischief 07, burglary of a dwelling with battery and aggravated battery, great bodily harm in 06, VOP 31-month state prison, possession of marijuana with intent to sell 04, possession of marijuana 04, felony possession of marijuana 02 with the VOP, possession of cocaine 02 with the VOP, 2000 possession of marijuana with intent to sell, resisting without violence, 18-month state prison, resisting without violence 93, possession of cocaine with intent.
Sir, I'm not gonna let you out on pretrial based on your lengthy criminal record. If you want to bond out, I'll let you bond out. Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
A 45-year resident with strong family ties, including his mother and his girlfriend, who's in the courtroom now. He works as a landscaper, landscaping businesses.
No, I don't think they're here.
No money in the bank, and he's not sure who's going to help bond him out.
Ma'am, are you here on the Burnett case?
They're here on the DV case.
Oh, that's not her?
No.
My
Sir, your
mistake,
bond's
Judge.
$1,000 based on your criminal record.
Yeah.
Which one are you here on, ma'am? Ma'am, Hodgson?
Oh, Judge, before you get too far down the road,
Sure, go ahead.
Mr. Harris needs a mental health screen.
I'll
The
order
one
mental
before.
health on that. Thank you. Ma'am, which case are you here on?
With the domestic violence.
Got it, okay. Jome Pendergrass, Luis Delgado Figaroa, and Alan Uribe. All right, Pendergrass, possession of a weapon by a convicted felon in cannabis. Quick funds, probable cause to count 2. State, is he a convicted felon?
2012, Your Honor, he was convicted of, this is just his most recent conviction, uttering a forged instrument and grand theft. He was sentenced to just over 12 months state prison. 2011, dealing in stolen property, false ownership info on a pawn item, same sentence. Unlawful use of false name ID, resisting without violence, 2011. Possession of cocaine, 2010. Strong arm robbery, 08. Grand theft, 07. End of record.
Got it. Got it, okay. Mr. Miller, anything you'd like to say on behalf of this defendant? He allegedly had a starter gun, which may not be the biggest crime of the century. However, he does have a prior strong arm robbery, which gives the court concern.
Right. I agree that starter pistol does fit within the statutory definition. He's a lifetime resident, Judge, strong family ties, including his father, his sister, nieces and nephews. He's going to school at Florida Barber Academy, trying to get his barber's license. No money in the bank. He's going to be asking his wife to bond him out. Judge, he has 4 children. 4 children, age 4, 3, 1, and 2 weeks old. I would ask the court to consider ROR
I'm
on
going to
count
release you
1.
ROR, sir, on all counts. Thank you. Luis
Thank you,
Delgado
Judge.
Figueroa.
Thank you. Good luck. Main jail.
Sir, driving on a suspended license. Give me a moment, Mr. Figueroa. Let me look at something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Defendant has a Class E license. Habitual traffic offender 2015. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today. Thank you.
Your Honor, whenever you're ready, the case is on recall. Mr. Hodgson.
Give me a moment. Alan Uribe. Sir,
Your Honor, it's a perfection.
I didn't understand. What's the issue?
Judge Zakria just wanted more detail, so I provided the report, which.
Okay, Mr. Uribe, just give me a quick moment. I need to read a report. I'll be right with you. So the court has read the supplemental police report. The court does find probable cause. It goes into detail that people in the neighborhood saw you and another young man breaking into cars late at night and actually got in their car and chased you down the road. And when they found you, you allegedly had some of those stolen goods in your pocket, I think a BMW key. And they also found next to you IDs and GPS, things like that. And they say you even admitted, I have here that you even admitted to breaking in the cars, right here. So it says both defendants admitted to breaking into the vehicles and checking via checking unlocked car doors. So that being said, the court's going to find probable cause. Does this defendant have any criminal record?
Sure. Okay. All right. Yep. Sounds good. Right back. I don't believe so, no, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Miller?
Okay, Judge, Mr. Uribe is a 11-year resident of South Florida with strong family ties, including his mother, his sister, and his brothers. He is a student at Dolphin Park High School. He's set to graduate in June. No money in the bank to post his own bond. He's going to be asking his family. Judge, in light of the fact that there was no damage done, that Mr. Uribe cooperated with the police in their investigation, I would ask the court to consider ROR to pretrial with a curfew.
Well, let me just say that it says here, no damage was, you said no damage done. Numerous items are located and thrown onto the ground throughout the neighborhood. GPSs, IDs, registrations to cars. It also said that, it told, so observed them pulling, he stated he took a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses, headphones, charger adapters, loose change, anything they could grab in the vehicles. So,
Your Honor, if I can just have one moment, I just want to make sure that there's nothing.
Judge, I just think it's important. This young man's trying to finish high school. If we get him out, get him back into school, we'll take level 2 if the court wants it. I just don't think bond is necessary. That's it.
And the court does note, it does say this defendant, his co-defendant ran from the scene. The people had to chase the defendants.
Okay.
Just give us a moment, Mr. Reeve.
Yeah, it's either gonna look. Okay, I'm not seeing anything, Judge.
So based on the facts of the case, the strength of the case, the neighbors, the off-duty police officer allegedly chased you and your co-defendant down. The court concerned that for the safety of the community late at night, you're going in people's driveways, around their homes, breaking into cars. The court's going to set your bond on count 1, 2, and 3 at $1,500 per count. Thank you. You see Donald Hodgson.
Judge, can we do Mr. Good first, the perfection from yesterday?
No
problem. The issue was whether there was an age listed.
Mark Good.
Yeah, Your Honor, I was not, for PC purposes, I was not able to get a report stating the alleged victim's age.
Right.
I just asked if the court could find PC for battery.
Okay.
I think this court already did.
It's going to find probable cause for battery. Allegedly, this defendant hit somebody with a hammer in Deerfield. State, does this defendant have any criminal record?
Actually, you know what,
Wait,
Judge?
whoa. Hold on a second.
I'm talking about you.
Oh,
Actually,
sorry.
And I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm going to ask if the court would find PC for aggravated battery.
Yeah, you're right. It is ag battery. Ag battery
With a weapon. Just, I understand not having any enhancement for the age. I'm going to need a moment, Your Honor, to just run him in the system real quick if the court wants to inquire about his information.
Got it. Okay. So I'm going to find probable cause for aggravated battery. Allegedly used a hammer against someone. Do you have anything you want to say on behalf of Mr. Good?
You know, Judge, I didn't interview him again. If the court wishes to inquire, how long have you lived in South Florida?
3 years.
And you work 2 jobs?
I work 2 jobs.
Where do you
a
work?
full-time job and a part-time job. I do screen printing at night at DMR Creative, and I do a part-time job for cleanup for a apartment community in the morning. So I work midnight to 12:30 p.m. 5 days a week.
Do you have any money in the bank, sir?
I have about $300, sir.
Do you have any family down here in South Florida?
I have a wife. Yeah, my wife.
Do you have children?
Not here.
No.
St. Pete. I have one daughter in St. Petersburg.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not getting a hit on the FCIC for anything out of state, and I'm just checking. I'm waiting for the. Okay.
Can't fly and can't raise a car. Well, you need one. I got one. That's what I need. I like food. I like my cheese. Don't forget the umbrella. And my American.
It looks like he got an NTA earlier this month on a petty theft that's still pending. He's scheduled for arraignment on the 22nd before Judge Levy in North Satellite. Other than that, I see.
My chase truck, you said count one. Yeah, I did accept it. I got out of that.
A couple of misdemeanors, one from 2000, one from the mid-90s, Judge.
But I just always put $1,500 credit. Always did that. This time I
Okay. So,
Judge, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was no report that the alleged victim in the case was taken to the hospital. That the injury was allegedly minor. Is that correct?
he went on vacation.
I think he had an abrasion, a contusion to the forehead. It says right, a minor contusion, abrasion to the forehead. So I'm going to set your bond today based on these facts at $3,500. I'm going to let you bond out of jail, and I'm going to order that you have no contact. And also, I do know you have an open theft case. I'm going to order you have no contact directly or indirectly with Ronald Weir. Do not call him, do not text him, do not email him. Stay 500 feet from him at all times. You're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons while you're on release. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Judge, that clears me at the name. May I be excused?
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Hold it, do we have Andrew Mallory over there? Andrew Mallory at Maine? Andrew Mallory, come on up.
I don't know if he's there, but Your Honor, I have nothing additional. He should be ROR.
Okay, so I'm going to release Mallory ROR. Now we got Hodgson, right? You
Yes.
on that? Step right up here. Let's see Donald Hodgson, please.
Okay.
Yeah, North Broward.
Okay, good morning, sir. You've been charged with a battery. Quick finds probable cause. See, do you have a criminal record on this defendant?
Your Honor, from 2011, he got a withhold to domestic violence battery against the same alleged victim, Your Honor. I understand he was arrested for misdemeanor battery, but one, I would ask the court to take into consideration that he could be facing a felony battery due to that 2011 prior. And also, under a different theory, it appears that he could be facing a felony battery due to the damage that was done, just based on what I'm observing in court, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Now, let me ask you, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Put your hand out. Tell us your name.
My name is Deborah Humphrey.
Ms. Humphrey, how do you know Mr. Hodgson?
He's my baby's father.
Okay. And how long have you known him?
About 14 years.
Is he currently employed that you know about?
No, he isn't. He's on disability.
Okay. Does he own any land or property down here?
Not that I'm aware of.
Does he have family here? He has
His dad is here, yes.
and he has his child here, right?
Yes.
So he's lived here quite a long time, right?
Yes, he has.
Do you know, does he own any land or property or any buildings or anything?
Not to my understanding.
Okay. Mr. Hodgson, do you have any money in the bank?
Judge, I did speak with him. He has less than $50 in the bank. He does have a pretty bad condition. May I just go off the record and just inform the court of what it is?
Okay.
Are we back on the record?
Yeah.
Judge, he's a resident of South Florida for 27 years. He lives in the house owned by his father. He'd be relying on his father or some family members to bond him out today. He does pay rent to his dad, and he does have a place to stay separate and apart from the victim in the case.
All right. Now, ma'am, let me ask you, I see you have I don't know what you call that, but your nose looks like it's bandaged up. From
He
here.
broke my nose.
Okay, your nose is broken?
Yes, it is.
Did he cause that?
Yes, he did.
And did he punch you in the nose?
Yes, he did.
Okay, and I assume you've seen a doctor, am I correct?
Yes, I did.
And did the doctor tell you it was broken?
Yes, he did.
Okay, and so you're gonna have to have follow-up treatment, and things like that, okay? And it says he was under the influence of alcohol and drugs.
That is
when he did
correct.
this.
That is correct. He was on alcohol.
It looks like there's a history of him abusing you. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
that is correct.
And I can see in 2011 he was arrested, got a withheld adjudication on domestic battery against you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it says here, advised defendant struck his mother, Deborah Humphrey. All right, now where's Deborah?
I'm Deborah.
You're Deborah.
I think they just meant the mother of his child.
mother.
Got it, okay, sorry about that. Okay. All right, so You're in fear of him, ma'am? Are you in fear?
Yes, I am, and my face is hurting.
Okay, I'm gonna give him to you, ma'am. I'm gonna put a monitor on him. Sir, I do know you have a prior domestic battery. The level of damage on this, and right now you're charged with a misdemeanor, but we're relatively sure this will be upfiled to a felony. I'm gonna say your bond is at $10,000 and order pretrial release with the GPS monitor, which I'll waive the cost. Sir, you're not to have any direct or indirect contact with Deborah Humphrey. You're not allowed to call her, text her, email her. No notes, no letters. You must stay 500 feet from her. And at all times, you're not allowed to come within 500 feet of her where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You are not allowed to possess any guns, any firearms, any weapons. While you're on release, I'm going to order random drug testing. If you fail a drug test, you come back positive for cocaine, meth, flakka, anything else, you'll be rearrested, put back in jail. And that includes no alcohol also, sir. You're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages. You'll be tested for that also. And if you are found to have consumed any alcohol while you're out on release, that'll be considered a violation of your conditions of bond.
Judge, would the court sign a photo?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Will the court sign a photo order?
Yes, we will.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Yes, 500 feet. All right, anything else? I think that's it. Yes.
One left is still up. He doesn't work based on what the victim said. Right? He being locked up.
I would ask, based on the condition he has, I would ask the level.
I'm not going to make him lock that. Okay, thank you. He's got to go. Thank you. We're out. See everyone back here 1:30. We're out from 2:35.